2, 1.
Welcome back to another edition of Kate and Friends. You know why we're a little late. I was over here crushing pork rinds again. I can't stop.
Well, you can't say you were crushing them while you're opening.
This is my second pack of the day.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, don't fucking cut you. This is my second pack of the day already. I've been crushing them over here. PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere, is bringing back its Crunch Time Hero of the Week campaign, a program highlighting outstanding college football players, all while raising money for a great cause. Great crunch, great cause. Each week during the 13-week regular season, one player with a standout play or key tackle will be named the Crunch Time Hero of the Week. These big boys will post on Instagram weekly, and each share of their post equals $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. The weekly winner with the most shares will receive the crunchiest accolade in all of college football, the Crunch Time Hero of the Year. Fans can learn about the campaign and share their heroes posts on Instagram at porkrinds.com. If you didn't tune in last week,
we're still sticking with the song,
same Find your rind at porkrinds.com. Be a Crunch Time Hero and visit at porkrinds.com on Instagram to learn how you can make a difference for children diagnosed with pediatric brain cancer. Support our charity partner at archerfoundation.org. Hell yeah. Pork rind. A little pork rind in there. A little crunch of the pork rind. Fellas, it's been a week.
You're outnumbered this week, Kate. We got Uncle Chaps.
Ramily, I just came from FS1 where I was roasting the 49ers as a member of the Rams, the LA Rams. So every week I dress up like the team I'm rooting for on Thursday night so that I could roast the other team. I try to pick which team I'm going to roast early on enough the week ahead of time. So one, that I have time to write the jokes and research and blah, blah, because I actually don't know anything about football and these teams. And two, so that I can order the merch and the gear and like all the little accessories off of the internet. But the problem is the things I've been ordering haven't arrived in time. So last night I was in Michael's and I made this Ramily shirt myself. I just wanted to shout out myself. The cat stepped on it. This is a spork print up here. This is So anyway, it's been a whole to do. I almost made a satchel that said Erewhon Slut on it so I could be really LA. You know that smoothie place?
No, we get it.
You don't know Erewhon?
Mm-mm.
Shut up.
No, I know Princess Erewhon from a fantasy book.
Erewhon is it's like, you know, a bodega in New York City. If it was owned by the Saudis and was made of diamonds.
Okay.
And was like the most high-end Rolls Royce. They have like $40 smoothies, and it's always like Hailey Bieber's fresh skin glazed tone smoothie with like keratin and like baby foreskin blended into it or whatever.
Yikes.
And you're like, yeah, I know. You're like, what?
Don't knock it till you've tried it, Chaps.
Oh,
But then,
wow,
you know, Nara Smith's like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. If you don't know her, you know, she's about to have another baby. Whatever. Anyway, not here to judge. Congrats to them. I'm not jealous. They do super expensive. They went viral this summer. They were selling a single strawberry in like 15 pounds of plastic. That was like the best strawberry ever. And it was like a $40 strawberry.
Oh, yeah. That's really popular in Japan where they'll like craft these one apple that'll be like $150 and it's like the perfect apple.
It's the perfect apple.
Like
a
wrapped
good pair,
in like
worth the money.
styrofoam.
But anyway, I don't even know why I'm talking. Oh, because you didn't know Erewhon. That's what Erewhon is.
Yeah, okay.
And they sell all this
Good
merch.
explanation.
It's like Erewhon Slut, blah, blah. And anyone in LA is going to Erewhon. Even Conan O'Brien loves going to Erewhon for his Hailey Bieber.
That's your guy.
Smoothie. I know. That's my guy, so I can't hate it too much if he likes it. Anyway, that's why I'm wearing this Ramily shirt, because I made it myself. And last night, I realized it's like fun to craft.
It is fun to craft.
I made my own Fool's Gold nuggets.
Should we introduce our guest?
Oh, yeah. Hey. Today we got Mackenzie on the sticks, of course, coming up on marathon time, by the way.
Oh.
Danny, known as Jackie's boyfriend, and Uncle Chaps.
I gotta say, we could see ourselves on a screen. I don't normally see myself when I'm doing like a podcast or something.
Yeah.
I look horrifically
Dude, so do I.
ugly lately.
No, you don't.
I look like an I'm 43-year-old with acne. This 4K stuff is for the birds. I look like absolute dog shit.
No, you
I wasn't going to say it,
don't.
Chaps.
Yeah, thank you, Danny. I wish you would be honest with me, Kate. I look like shit, looking a little fat sitting this way.
No, you look great. I notice I can only turn my face a certain way, and then I look hideous. It's. I have to face the light, and then otherwise it's like, oh, what you doing over here? Face the light. Face the light.
I think I look great.
Danny looks okay.
No, Danny looks good.
Danny looks good. Mackenzie's hot as hell right now. You can't
Yep.
see her, but she's
Crushing it.
Smoking this morning. What are we doing?
Welcome to the show, Chaps. I'm excited to have Chaps on because he has a lot of Kate lore that I just want to hear about, or maybe I don't want to hear about it. But either way, I'm gonna hear about it, Kate.
You are, and I grabbed you this morning. One, because Megan's out; she'll be back next week. But I grabbed you this morning because you understand this better than anyone. I
think it's because I walked by.
Yeah, it's also because you walked by and I was like, oh shit, I need somebody. But also I was like, it's also perfect because I think the worst kind of people are like super avoidant people, and that's me. Like just fucking say what you want to say. Like confront the person you need to confront. Like don't pussyfoot around stuff. And those people are actually like the worst. They seem super nice, but they're actually the worst. And I'm like the worst. Okay. I'm a huge avoider of whatever. And even if it's to my own detriment, like not knowing where my car is, I'll be like, well, I'd rather not know. So
what a saga this was.
Last night, I get into work yesterday. Generally, I write at the house or a coffee shop in the morning because I have trouble focusing here. If I hear people talking, I'm like, oh, what are you guys talking about? Blah, blah, blah. Annika, your hair, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm a yapper and I cannot be around the people here. I'm too interested in what everyone's doing. So I try and get writing and stuff done at home or at a coffee shop. So I get in a little later. The parking lot's usually full by then. It's a small lot.
And that whole situation is
it's crazy.
It's so bad.
It's crazy. I think Ella's car got broken into the other way. It's like people are having to park it's a little tough. Whatever. Woe is us. No one has suffered more than us.
And then you have to come in here and get ice cream. It's bullshit.
And the ice cream at the ice cream machine is like, what are we doing here? But the lot was full, and I've been parking illegally in the back lot and getting notes on my cars from the other companies being like, bitch, enough. Okay? Yeah. So I feel like I've pushed it too far now. So I was like, fuck, I got to find street parking. So I got here around 10. I was looping until like 10:30 almost, trying to find a spot, like going back and forth and all around. Finally, I gave up and I was like, there is a sign here that's super faded from the sun, so much so that you can't see it, that I bet is telling me I can't park here, but I'm going to park here. Okay. So it was right across on these brick buildings. I even remember parking, getting out of the car, really looking at the sign. And then the next thing I remember is like blackout. The next thing I remember, I'm in the office. Fast forward. Okay.
That's concerning. But
It is. It happens all the time. Fast forward.
Not because she's drunk, but because she went to a coffee shop.
I don't know if you should be driving in the first
place.
My
heart's pounding with caffeine, and I'm like, ugh.
Where am I?
If you sit
I
in
need
a
an
coffee
Aragon
shop,
shake stat.
Erewhon. I need a Hailey Bieber foreskin. But anyway.
Clip that.
Yeah, please, Hailey. I'm in the office all day, doing whatever it is I do. Then it's time to leave, and I had to get my son from daycare on the other side of town. Okay. I go out to get my car. It's gone. I don't see it anywhere. And I'm like, well, maybe I parked it somewhere else. So I walk all the way down the next block and all the way down the next block and to the end of this block, and I'm hitting the button. Nothing. I'm like, holy shit. Like, dude, where's my car? Okay? Basically, dude, where's my car? I come back in here, and at first I'm calm. I'm like, I've been towed before. I've been to Lower Wacker. And if you're from Chicago, you ever been to Lower Wacker yet?
Yes.
It is the deepest. It's like where they filmed the evil parts in Batman. It's like this deep, dark cave under the city with like stalactites made of rust.
It's kind of like that mole documentary that
the mole people in Vegas.
Donnie did, yeah.
And people do live down there. It's like crazy. There's you come up and you're like, you've got the black lung if you spend more than 5 minutes down there.
The roof over their head.
True. It's way deep under the city, and it's like where they tow your car, and it's fucking annoying. So there's a website where you can put all your car info in, and I put in the car info, and nothing pops up. And I'm like, fuck. Because they're usually pretty quick. It's like usually within the hour they'll update that it's in there. So I keep updating, and it's not popping up. And I tell Pat at this point, I'm like, I think I got the car towed. Sorry. Like, you're going to have to go get. He had already walked. Both kids' schools are over almost a mile away in different directions. He had already walked to get the one. And I was like, you're going to have to walk to get the other now. So he's walking a total of like probably 4 miles total by the time, whatever. It was a little hot yesterday. And kids is tough. I was like, you're going to have to walk miles to get these kids. I am still trying to find the car. And meanwhile, he's doing sleuthing as well. And he's like, here's the list of all the Buicks that were towed today. There's like 10 of them. None of them match the description. And then he looked up the street and like could see that there was no cars towed. And then I'm like, oh my God, my car got stolen. I become the biggest pick me in the office.
No.
I'm like anyone, but this is true. Anyone who passed me in the lobby and made eye contact with me, like people that maybe I've never even spoken to here, I was like, you're not going to believe this. My car got stolen.
Yeah, but that's a big thing. Like that's a huge.
Yeah, I tell everyone.
Yeah, that's not like you dropped a quarter in the parking lot. That's a pretty big.
The
thing.
cleaning lady was like, "Okay."
Yeah, like, what? Like, mi coche is fuck.
No car.
Yeah, I was.
At this point, I was like, "Oh, Kate's so
You
flustered."
fucked up. You made eye contact. I told you the saga.
Yeah, and I was like, Kate's so flustered that I don't even think this should be content. And I usually say everything should be content.
Yeah, I was like extremely flustered.
Was your
but
face
also
all
dead
red?
inside, probably.
Yeah.
I was trying to play it cool. I was like nonchalant. I was like, "Can you believe my car got stolen?" Like whatever. I was like trying to be cool, and I like went out again and looked around, and I was like, "Man, Gabby, who they were doing Donnie's live cooking show, started again last night. So everyone here is busy. Everyone here is doing shit." And I'm like, "I'm so sorry. Can someone here pull up the security tapes from blah blah blah?" So she runs from I was like fucking up people's time, and like.
Let me just say this.
Okay.
You probably weren't, but in your brain you are.
Yeah,
That's
maybe a little
that's
bit.
like
That's
Katie's brain.
true.
Like
Okay.
everybody who's normal, if you got like a $20,000 thing stolen, 20, 30, whatever it is, everybody else is understanding. If you're like, "Hey, this happened to me. Can you help me?"
I was mostly upset because I was like, I don't want to install car seats again. Fuck. That's
Yeah.
the worst thing in the world.
They're going to see all the Cheetos I have underneath there.
Yeah, super embarrassing.
All the pork rinds.
Goldfish, stale goldfish, old French fries.
This was like the most extreme case of where are my glasses? They're on my head.
Yes.
And the worst possible scenario for you. Were you
course.
like, oh, sorry, you could finish the story
Well,
first.
so Gabby pulls up the security footage, and I was looking at my texts. I texted Pat about the laundry at 9:36, which meant that I must have parked at blah blah blah. Like I was like piecing it together and I'm looking for myself in slow-mo across hours and hours of footage, and finally I see, and I expect myself to come from the lot. And suddenly, I see myself loping down the sidewalk with this huge fucking bag from Burger Baron. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And Burger Baron's the opposite direction. I was like, I don't remember walking from where I think I parked to Burger Baron. How the fuck did I get to Burger Baron? I didn't even remember going there, which is crazy.
How the hell did I get the Burger Baron?
How the fuck did I get to? I was so jacked up on coffee. I went to Burger Baron, dude.
You told me I went to fucking Burger Baron, bro?
At 10:30 in the morning, mind you, to get a bacon sandwich. Okay, which is okay. And I'm like, maybe I really didn't park where I swore I could see me getting out of the car and looking at the sign. Oh, also, all the businesses that I thought I parked in front of, I called every single one of them. And I was like, hey, do you guys? It was like a cemetery gravestone company and like whatever.
And they're like, "Okay."
It was all old ladies who were like so sad for me. And they're like, "No, we only tow people in our lot." Oh my goodness. Like I had them concerned. I see this Burger Baron video. I'm like, holy fuck, something's afoot. I realize, wait a minute, I must have parked somewhere closer to Burger Baron, so it was more convenient to get my daily BLT.
How far do those cameras go? Because that's a good block and a half.
I know. You could see. Yeah, you couldn't like make out faces, but you can. There's
There were
a
our
parking lot there.
cameras?
Our cameras can see all the way across Hubbard.
Shit, they might have seen some
Wow.
shit then for me. So were you even relieved when you saw your car?
Well, so then I go out and I'm clicking and clicking, and it was in a spot I have never parked before and pretty far. And like there was other places I could have parked. It was like a very bizarre spot that I do not recall parking in. Like,
Kate was
Wait,
just-
so your car wasn't towed?
no, dude.
Oh. No, she misplaced her car.
No.
I got off social media last night, and the last thing I was like, "Classic Katie," and like turned off Twitter, and I was like, "That's it." And I'm like,
No.
"She's gonna be doing this a while."
Nope. Like 2 seconds before calling 911 to report my car stolen, I was like hitting the button way far, and I was like, what the hell?
What the hell?
What the heck? What the hell?
Kate's
But
my
I will
per-
say, have you ever had a car stolen?
No.
When I got my truck stolen in front of my house in San Antonio.
That's right.
And I came out in the morning to take one of my kids to school, and I was like, where the fuck did I park? And it's a F-250, so it's not like it's a small
missing
little
it.
Civic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I checked my cameras, and I saw 2 dudes like go up, boop, boop, hop in, and we're gone within like 15 seconds.
Kate just misplaced hers.
Well, that's what everybody here was like, well, did you lock it? And I was like, no, I never lock my car. It's a push button. So they wouldn't have the key. And they were like, that's like the easiest thing
sweetie.
ever.
Oh, honey.
I also don't lock it because I'd rather just have them steal it and leave it somewhere than smash all my windows and shit. So I was like, and there's nothing in it to steal. So it's like, go ahead. Rifle around in there.
Take those
I didn't think they
Cheetos.
could steal my car. I maybe should do some Googling.
Kate's
I've
the only
never
one.
heard of that.
Underestimated.
I've never heard anything like that.
Yeah, what?
Not that big of a problem in Chicago either.
I have like never locked my car overnight, like anywhere ever. And
Good to
maybe
know.
Good thing you're saying
Well,
that.
now that
Yeah.
I'm telling everyone.
Hey, everyone.
2018 Buick Enclave, Hubbard Street.
Kate's address is.
And that's the one Big Cat got me, by the way. He's skull fucked up.
Kate's the only one who
Tom's dealership.
blacks out when she's sober. Just
Constantly.
completely didn't remember that she parked a half a block away.
I swear it's half the reason my text pile's so bad because I just forget. I just plumb
Where are you at right now?
fucking 287 or something.
That would drive me insane.
What,
Yeah,
the
I
text?
can't do
Oh.
that.
Yeah, the amount of text.
302.
Oh my God.
302. And it's people I love. I don't know. Anyway, long story short, when I first realized it wasn't where I thought it was, to get the guts to even go look and see if it was there, I had to like turn the camera and be like, I'm making a video, so I'm not alone while I go see if my car's here or not. And it reminded me of New York City. I had a 2000 Honda CRV that like I got the wheels stolen, the catalytic converter stolen. Like it sounded like zzz when I went down the street. This thing was like so fucking busted.
I feel like she's even kind of downplaying this.
You rode in it. Oh,
yeah,
I had a beanbag explode in the back.
So the first time I go in, Kate, I don't remember where we were going.
I
Oh,
was
you
picking
picked me
you
up
up
from
from
the
the
airport, and we were going over a bridge, and she was like, sorry, the air conditioner's not working right now. Do you mind if I roll down the windows a little bit? I'm like, yeah, of course. As soon as she does, it's like a fucking snow globe in there.
had
Like,
a
all these
beanbag that
beanbag
exploded.
beans are like going all over the place.
So whenever I drove
And she was
around New
like,
York,
sorry, I was driving around my goddaughter.
I bought her extra beans for her
Yeah.
beanbag, and then I forgot, and then the whole bag of mini beans, whatever. At some point, and like from ZBT, like I really have some kind of anxiety thing going on. I got something.
Yeah.
It's-
So when she first started
Yeah.
doing ZBT with us, I would like text her about like what time we were gonna record on like Monday or Tuesday, and she wouldn't get back to me for like days.
and I really wanted to
And
work
I'm
at
like,
Barstool.
is she ghosting the show? Like, does she not want to do it? And I would call her, and I got so concerned at one point. I was like asking HR, I'm like, did she put like an emergency contact down so I can contact her family to make sure she's okay? And then she was like, oh, sorry guys, put my phone down whenever I got home, didn't pick it up again.
Yeah.
I was like, for 3 days.
This is pre-kids, too, right?
Yeah,
Pre
pre-kids.
kids. If I can't craft the perfect response to you in the moment, I'm like, I can't. Right, this response isn't good enough, and then like I don't know. Is there a psychiatrist out there? Do you know what this is?
All my responses just lack quality because I know if I don't respond then and there, I'll forget
Then
to
you
respond.
won't. That's what I need to do is just start being like, whatever.
I don't feel like that diagnosis is difficult for you. It's called anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's very simple.
Well, long story short, I started getting a ton of tickets on my Honda CRV in New York City, like a ton of them. You wouldn't believe. And actually,
Hey, chaps, you should see the stack of tickets I got.
I have so many in Philadelphia, I could like never drive that car there again. Anyway, because the parking was cost more than I made an hour at the convention center. That's another pickle. Whatever. I had so many tickets that it started to become crazy anxiety inducing to me because like, when is the next ticket going to become a boot? When is the next boot going to become my car is gone? So anytime, which I didn't need my car often in the city, which is why I was always getting tickets and stuff. I would like leave it for that whenever I did need it to like go see family or whatever, I couldn't face what like not knowing what I was about to see. Like, would it be ticketed, booted, or gone?
It's like it was like the
became-
college version of looking at your credit card statement or debit
Yes.
card. Like you don't want to do it because you
Yeah.
don't want to actually see.
I, like,
or your grades,
couldn't
whatever.
Face
You
it.
ever like stub your pinky toe on the bed and you're afraid to pull back the sock? That's my comparison. I think that toe will just be gone.
No.
Come on, oh, yeah, I'm talking to veterans here. I forgot.
Oh, your pinky toe?
Oh, whoa, that must have been
Okay.
tough.
So
It's not even there anymore.
Back
Anyone
in
was
my
wondering.
day, back
When
in
you
my
got
day.
shot, did
The
you look
steel
to see
frame?
where the bullet went? Did you?
I didn't even take off my shirt, so I didn't have to see.
Yeah. See, you're an exploiter too. I get it. That's fine. But there was a span, it was like 6 months maybe, where I could not face seeing if it was there.
Just drive that car off
And
a cliff, Kate.
I would have to get on the phone with you or Cons on ZBT and be like, you guys got to stay on the phone with me. It was like I was disarming a bomb. I'm like, don't let me go. I'm turning the corner. Oh, fuck, it's gone.
And I'd be at home watching Netflix or something, and Kate's on speaker. I'm like, you got this, kiddo.
Yeah. They'd be like rooting me on to go get. I went to that tow lot so often. They're like, Kate, good to see you.
Welcome, lady.
Yeah, there she is.
Welcome back.
Anyway.
Well, now it's like worse because they don't always put the paper ticket on the windshield. You find out online.
Yep.
So it's like you think you dodged a bullet only for like a week later to be like, "Phew."
It's a huge. I will say it's more cost effective, at least in New York, to get a ton of tickets. And even to get towed a time or two.
What a spin zone.
Than to pay for parking there.
Yeah.
Parking's like almost $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
So I would always be like, well, I only got $700 of tickets this month. That's a deal.
My buddy Steve always says that around here. He was like, you could pay for parking every second or just every now and then you're going to get a ticket.
The only
It's like,
bummer
it's the
is when
same
they
thing.
take it. That's when you're like, oh,
Yeah.
God damn. Anyway, that's what happened with the car. I like couldn't. I had trouble. And then once I found it and realized it was there, coming back into the office to be like, hey, everybody, my car's not stolen. It's actually fine.
Credit to you. I would have been
promise.
like, I happened to see the tow truck. I pried my car off there. I
Like,
or
you better
paid him
Yeah.
off.
get off the
I punched a guy in the face. I whatever. But yeah, it's very stressful. I like just did not want to go to Lower Wacker because that place fucking sucks.
You ever thought about just taking the bus, Kate?
I should. I've been.
Well, that happened to me a couple, like 2 weeks ago, because Kate lives like on my way into work.
Yeah.
And there was a lady that no one has ever looked more like Kate than this woman. She was wearing like a
Except
hat.
for the man at Camp Barstool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
true.
Larry Bird.
Yeah.
She was like leaned over reading something and like on her computer, like looking down. And I pulled over and I was like, Katie, want to ride? And she like looks over and it was very clear, not Kate. And I was like, oh God.
Still want to ride?
Just a bearded man.
Like, who's this freak?
Get in, sweetheart.
Yeah. I should be doing public transportation. But anyway, long story
You'd
short,
fit right in on the bus.
I was like kind of relieved, kind of not. I kind of, by the time I'd made such a fuss to everyone, I was like bummed it was there because I was like, I'd rather two dudes be fucking in the back of it right now than
Dirty Mike and the boys.
Dirty Mike and the boys be just coming all over the back seat.
There's jizz everywhere, yeah.
When I lived in the Bronx, the owner of the bar down the street, his car got stolen and they found it, like, I don't know where, but it was just like full of condoms, just like you read about.
At least it was safe.
Anyway, yeah, it was
Good
good.
point.
All right. Anyway, long story short, my car wasn't stolen. It was towed.
But that anxiety doesn't just go to your car. It's everything.
Oh.
Like even
yeah.
like haircuts and stuff. Like there would be times where Kate would go get a haircut in New York, pay like an astronomical like $300, $400 for a haircut, and then call me crying and like
In a CVS.
oh
hate my
yeah,
haircut.
or Dwayne Reed or whatever.
You know what I get a lot? I get a lot of comments of, there's a bunch right now on the tow truck videos. I did 2 TikToks, like documenting what was happening. And every other comment is like, how the fuck were you in the Marines?
Seriously,
like,
though,
how the
Kate?
hell were you on a female engagement team? Like, blah, 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 blah. And I get that all the time. All I could say is I had no problem going outside the wire. And like, I'm not trying to sound like hardo, but on my first tour, like, there was a very real chance of getting whacked. Like, very, very real chance. And I just went outside the wire every day, like, like, did not give a fuck. Like, my biggest concern was like fucking up and getting someone else hurt or something like that, or like
Okay, let
in
me
front
ask.
of the
Let
infantry
me
guys.
ask this though. Leading up to before you went in the war, did you have these anxiety episodes like in your everyday life,
Well,
like in
just-
high school, college?
Well, just all that's to say, like, I had no problem being like, I think that's an ID over there. Huh. Like, I just, like, felt nothing. But my whole life, though, like, inversely at the same time, I have never been able to, like, confront a friend when they've hurt me. I've never been able to, like, tell a waiter my order is wrong, or a stylist I don't like my hair, or, like, if I have to have a hard conversation with somebody, I'll just, like, ghost them. Like, so it's just very weird, like, those two things existing at the same time.
To the point where she'll like push it away. Like if she's having
Yeah.
no, I can't.
We call
No,
that
no, no, no.
dissociating, Kate.
I'm really good at dissociating.
Maybe you thought that whenever you were there, and I'm gonna diagnose you.
Yes,
right now.
please. That's
Maybe
why I
you thought
invited
it
on.
there because the anxiety that you were experiencing there was justified. So in that justification of anxiety, it was freeing for you.
Yeah, I didn't feel crazy or anything.
That
I
was
was
good,
like,
right?
That was good.
that
Chaps.
was very deep. That was very deep. But yeah, no, I like, that stuff like didn't. I slept pretty great.
That part's weird.
It was the most relaxing time of her life.
On my cot in
A mortar? Oh, love those.
Fucking mud.
Cucumbers
with a bunch
over
of
her
mortars
eyes.
next to me. Like even with terrible stuff, like when terrible stuff happened, like I was able to like really compartmentalize. But like at the same time, if somebody had been mean to me, I wouldn't be able to be like, hey, I really didn't like that. I don't know what the fuck that is, but that's how.
Get on the ground. Yes.
I want to say the military people like, how are you in the military if you're such a weirdo? Have you seen the military? Buddy, it's 99% weirdo. We're all fucking goofballs.
Yeah.
You don't join the military because your life's fucking crushing. Unless you're an officer, maybe. I don't know.
I made that comment about Donnie yesterday. I was like, Donnie would have been a fantastic Marine. And someone was like, because he could cross the road. And I was like, yeah. Like, that's, yeah.
You could hop across, Lakeshore Drive?
Yeah,
like,
like the physical part's not that difficult.
The things we saw in the smoke pit, I mean, dude's just chugging dip spit, putting whole salamanders down their gullets. Just
that was me,
nothing
yeah. Ate a lizard
for
hole.
$20. Like,
yeah.
people.
You had to chew it.
The
For
weirdest.
fun or like
$20.
Oh,
You got it, just boredom.
$20.
Boredom would make you do. But anyway, the most neurotic people, and I say that like endearingly, the most crazy neurotic people you could ever meet.
I thought you said erotic.
And erotic.
Yeah, they be fucking in base house.
People don't realize huge nipples on Marines.
Big.
Every single one of them, just
Yeah.
massive.
Not me. I got little dime baby nipples.
Oh,
they'll get there.
how'd they let you in with those?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Stolen valor.
Anyway, that was a long ramble, but I've been seeing that comment a ton, and I'm like, I don't know. So thanks for
Also,
asking.
it's hard to lose a Humvee.
It's hard to lose a Humvee.
Yeah, those
You're
and
right.
they don't get towed. That
A
easy.
rifle, however.
Yeah, lose one of
People
those.
lost
bad
those
boys.
all the time, and it was a big
Your
deal.
rifles?
Yes, dude.
I could
Oh
see
my
that.
God.
It was, and then yeah, that's a whole other to do. But yeah, people would be.
Welcome back to another episode of
Zero Block 30. We're whatever. Anyway, chaps, I was also glad to have
It's
you
a
on.
parenting show we're on right now.
Yeah.
Parenting and war.
Drop a pin. It's going super well. Every time I look at the Drop a Pin social media, which if you're not following on Instagram, Drop a Pin, travel show, history show, it's like all the best things combined. You guys just interviewed Ken Burns,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Yeah, well, I got this email, and it was from like his handler management, and they were like, "Would you like to have Ken Burns on if he fits the show?"
For young stupid
I was
people
like-
who might not know, who is that?
And I'm thinking, like,
Go ahead,
is there
Ken.
another Ken Burns that's not like the documentarian? And so I wrote back like within 3 seconds, absolutely. And that episode actually comes out on Monday, so great timing.
Awesome. He's one of like the greatest documentarians of American history ever. It's like,
And I've talked to a lot of smart people. We've gone to Congress, Senate, like we've gone everywhere. That guy is the smartest man I've ever talked to by far.
Really?
Like the things you could be like, can you tell us about this? And he'd be like, well, if I'm going to do that, I got to go back 40 years.
yeah.
And he would be and just drop name. Like the things that I learned about Benjamin Franklin, had no idea. I've read 3 books on Benjamin Franklin. Never knew a lot of the stuff he talked about.
Ken did, though.
Yeah, he did.
Tune in Monday.
He said
in
that
Monday.
before he releases or before he starts the documentary, he researches that subject for 10 years.
10 years?
Whoa.
10 years.
Where do you
Holy
find
shit.
the time, Ken?
Yeah.
Try learning about the 49ers for 1 week.
Yeah.
Woof. Yikes. So many injuries. But Drop a Pin's going great. I also love, like, we did Zero Block 30 for how many years?
9.
9. And it was like every week, twice a week, military stuff. And we both finally were like, we can't do it anymore. It was like,
No mas.
we were
yeah.
so burned out on it that like, ugh. And it's been really fun to see you do, like, you have so many hobbies now. You're like a huge book collector, and you're like, I just put cashews in my garden for the nutrients of the soil. You're like gardening and reading books, and you're like,
Kate
have all
called me
these
one morning
hobbies.
and she was like, hey, why do you have a Tupperware thing full of dirt in your
up in your office up there.
And I told her that it's coffee grounds because they add a lot of nitrogen to your garden.
He's like, I'll be like, how's it going? He's like, if you want to change the color of your hydrangeas, put a little orange peel in it. It's like,
No,
wow.
a rusty nail, Kate.
Rusty nail. Sorry,
Yeah,
that was shocking.
because the rust has iron in it.
But it's just been really fun to see after Zero Block 30, like what you've been up to, and it's really cool. So
Yeah, I've
Drop a
been
Pin
way
follow.
happier. Like content
Yes.
has been so much more fun. Like turns out not reading depression shit every day makes you a little bit happier.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though everything is a wreck, like I'm
Yeah.
still like, all right.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're off.
I got
Twitter.
cucumbers and all kinds of
Look
stuff.
at him.
going.
He looks like a Ken Burns. Look at that
Yeah.
sweater. Is exactly what I would picture him wearing.
Yeah, he was awesome. And we were supposed to get him for like 45 minutes, but he watched an episode of the show, said he really liked it, so he came in super early, so we got an hour and a half with him.
That's awesome. That's really cool. And Donnie, of course, yesterday he was swimming in the Chicago River, and he walked all the way from Indiana to Wrigleyville, and he's been doing
White Sox Dave, too.
White Sox Dave, White Boy Rick,
Sam Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
Producer on Drop a Pin.
They have been on the move. Drop a pin. Give them a follow. It's been really fun to see you doing all that stuff.
Chaps has also been exposing our dumb brains for, 2 years now with his Around the Office questions?
The trivia around
and
the
they're
office.
getting more and more niche.
Yeah.
Here's a little like inside thing. So, we're all tagged in those videos that you do around the office asking us like the hardest questions or whatever.
That's the longest part of it too, is me tagging.
Oh,
you.
Yeah, like 20 people.
Yeah.
But then like when you're pre-Jackie, when you're in the dating game, usually someone will go to your,
I didn't even think about this.
go to your Instagram and they try to find a little more about you, right?
Oh,
And
that's
so-
my only tagged video.
Oh yeah. And
I'm
so
like,
then
oh, that's it.
And so they go in the feed. They're like, oh, let me see all the pictures they want to show me, right? And then we get to the tagged, and it's just like, what's the state bird of Nevada, you dumbass? You're like, and then like you get on a date or you start talking a little longer. It's like, so like you really thought that's how long the Mississippi River was? This guy's killing me out here. It's hard enough.
Mackenzie's one of my favorite people to ask because she like audibly gasps sometimes. I'll be like,
I'm like,
what country has the most dodo birds? She'll be like, like it's super scary.
I don't know why.
I should do a Mackenzie supercut.
I'm just like, I'm not gonna know it, so I'm like, oh my god.
You're just like,
I'm
what's
so
my
dumb.
future husband gonna say about me not knowing the amount of dodo birds here?
And then
No,
Kate
it's like-
like skedaddles away every time.
Yeah.
I try. I head for the hills,
Danny always says, that's easy, chaps.
and then I'm wrong by 1,000.
So from a prospective girl looking into you, again, pre-Jackie, the two things they would find are you getting trivia wrong and then the Google search for him.
Oh,
Did
it's
you know
brutal.
this is
Yeah.
Danny Conrad is a virgin? That was the actual
And then
thing
right under
that
it is
popped up.
right under it is
Had
Danny
cancer.
Conrad ain't a virgin, which don't like that in between, or I don't like my name being connected to
Well,
virgin.
that's how it
anyway.
always happens. You were and then you're not.
Yeah, this is a little
Right.
in reverse.
Yeah, that's
But
the way
then
it
don't
goes.
worry, you got cancer right under there, and you got whatever's showing up for Beach House these days, probably public urination. So yeah, I could use a little
You piss and fuck. That's what you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good for you.
use a little housekeeping
Legit.
on my first page.
That's dude as hell. That's really cool.
Anywho,
Germans.
Right? Here we
the
go.
words out of my mouth.
Back to ZBT.
They're up to something over there.
Okay.
Don't panic. It's something silly.
Okay. I was getting ready to.
Okay. Do you mind? This is just a hard cut. Do you mind
We're live, Kate.
clicking the link? Have you guys heard of the Pudding Gable movement? This is my Marcus the Space Worm of this week.
No, Chaps probably knows what that means.
Pudding McGable.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Not that one. I'm sorry, but we'll get to that. I had one more link above it, but trust me, this is the one. Okay.
You've been heavy on the Germans recently, Kate.
I have. The
Last
dance
week.
clubs. Why was that? No, Oktoberfest. So this is tracking.
Going on in Germany right now that I don't think the English-speaking world is aware of, and I need to make you aware of it. It is called Pudding mit Gabel, which means pudding with fork, and people are meeting up in Germany and Austria right now in the hundreds in various cities to eat pudding together with a fork. I have done a deep dive on this. I have watched tons of videos on it. You can look it up right now, Pudding mit Gabel, and I cannot find the source. I cannot find the Pudding mit Gabel source. But when I tell you that the video is coming out of Vienna from yesterday at this meetup in Vienna, there might have been 1,000 people in that park, each with their own pudding, each with their own Gabel. They're tapping the lid rhythmically to get ready to eat the Pudding mit Gabel together. There's all ages. There's kids. There's omas. Everyone is doing this. It's stuff like this that makes me laugh when people say that Germans aren't funny. I know Vienna isn't in Germany, but bear with me. The German-speaking world. Because this to me is peak German humor. There's no deeper meaning to it. It is pure absurdism. And yet it is so funny, and it brings people together. And this exemplifies how Germans are joiners. They will join your club. They will go to the park with you because they love to be in the park. And they will eat pudding mit Gabel.
Okay, so Germans are eating pudding McGobble. And you're like, what the hell? And so that's what the next link
That's
is.
exactly what I was like, what the fuck is this?
Kaba.
The next link is an example of a pudding McGobble meetup. I don't know how this came across probably because I have been eating so much pudding lately. I have. Okay, pudding McGobble is a ween.
Oh.
Yeah, there they all are. There's news cameras there. Everyone is gathering.
What are we looking at, Kate?
They're all eating pudding with a fork. That's it.
What's GABA? Is that a fork?
Look how full the trash can is of pudding. Yeah, they're all gathering to meet. And one of the comments that stood out to me is that one comment said, "We yearn for low-budget socializing opportunities." And
But like,
I feel like that's a good point.
that's a great point.
but like, just eat it with a spoon. And you're still
Well,
social
actually, I was
media.
just thinking about it. I think a fork might be the better way to consume it. Because think about how it's shaped on the bottom. It's always got like a beveled edge on the bottom. I feel like the fork gets into that bevel more so than a spoon would.
I've always thought we should be eating most soups like chicken noodle, anything that contains like vegetables or meat with a spork.
Oh.
Shout out Spork, my cat.
We don't use sporks enough. If you have to get that chicken at the bottom, those carrots,
Mm.
why not use the old 2-in-1, chaps?
I like that,
Burger
yeah.
Baron gave me 2 free soups yesterday too, by the way.
They felt sorry
That's
for
why
you.
the bag was so big and why I was able
Did
to
you lie to
recognize
them and say
myself
that your
coming
car
in.
got stolen?
No, but
She said her first soup got stolen. That's
I
what gave
have
her
been meaning
second.
to ask them if I can use their parking lot from now on.
I bet they
have
would
a-
let you.
They have a huge empty lot, and
They
I'm like,
do.
I buy so much bacon sandwiches for you guys.
And those guys like everybody.
But
Yeah.
anyway, pudding McGobble.
Yeah.
It's absurd. It's silly. It's whatever. We yearn for low budget socializing opportunities, and I was like, honestly, I feel like that's why those park meetups of like who looks like, the celebrity meetups,
Timothy
or, like,
Chalamet.
who looks like Timothy Chalamet meetups, or who,
Garth.
Garth, is that a big one?
Mm-hmm.
The performative male
You could be nuts,
contest,
Kate.
but like
Yeah.
people, I forgot my glasses today, but everybody's making fun of the scream club that gathers on the edge of the lake just to scream. But I do think like shit's expensive as fuck right now, and people are super isolated and feeling alone, and it is nice to be around other people. That's like, for me at least, part of why I like living in the city is just being able to look out my window. I live near a park and just see people coming and going from the park and seeing life happening around me and like blah, blah, blah. And I do love like super low stakes hangouts with other people that don't cost a lot of money. And I was thinking, do I have any of those in my life? And one thing I love about our neighborhood is that like once every 2 or 3 weeks, one of the moms is like, potluck dinner night in the park. And so everybody just brings like, I heat up a fuck ton of nuggets, or bring the fruit you're trying to get rid of, or a ton of popsicle, like those cheap popsicles. Or everybody just brings. Kate, you're describing a potluck. We all know what the fuck that is.
Or a mashup. That's what we call it.
But
on
it's
my
like a
street.
kid food potluck, and then we just cover these 2 tables in the park with it, and the kids just like fucking graze. And we don't have to make dinner, and then all the parents just get to like kind of sit back and hang out, and it's low stakes, and we all get to catch up with each other because the kids are kind of occupied with all the food, because normally we're like chasing them. And it's so nice. And I was thinking how much I am like grateful for having that. Like low stakes, the cost of a box of nuggets.
We call that in the biz friends.
Friends. Oh,
I
yeah.
think friends is
Oh
good.
my God. Am I making
Neighbors.
friends for the first
Yeah.
time in my... But like,
These people that I hang out with, I like. I see them a lot.
but I just thought
we're doing
somebody
stuff
though
together.
has to take the initiative to like make that
Yeah,
happen
for
every
sure.
couple of weeks though.
Yeah.
Like, so there's usually a few moms that are really the pushers of being like, hey bitches, tonight we're meeting in the park with shitty nuggets. And like, I just really love that. And I appreciate that.
I think
guys?
people are just yearning for like sober activities. I
Yes.
feel like
Yeah.
like people are tired of going to the bars. They say like Gen Z doesn't drink anymore, and so next thing you know, we have 500 people lined up along Lake Michigan screaming together.
Screaming into it.
So I'm starting, speaking of that, I'm starting a new series that I'm going to do called Day Tripping, where I leave from Chicago and I have to come back the same day. But I'm like, the first one I'm going to Toronto, the second one I'm going to Portland, third one I'm going to San Francisco. But I have to be like back before I go to sleep. So I leave in the morning and come back that same night. I was doing some research about what to do when I'm going to Portland. They're having an emergency naked bike ride.
What?
Yeah, they do
Like
stuff like that.
emergency.
Yeah, they're like the
All
mayor
hands on
was
So
like,
when it's planned?
yeah, the mayor was like, we're going to respond to the things happening here by having an emergency naked bike ride. So like hundreds of people this weekend are supposed to go out and have this huge naked bike ride.
They have something like that in Chicago. And
They do.
I'll
They have a
say-
naked bike. Philly has a naked
Yeah,
bike ride.
it's rarely
We've never
ever
done
the-
an emergency one.
Rarely ever the people you want to see naked. I'll
Very
say that.
true.
Yeah.
And they're
Very
on the
true.
city bikes. And you're like, man, I'm gonna be. That old
You
ball
can't-
sweat's
you
going to be
can't
on.
do that on a
on these
city
shorts.
bike unless you put a shower cap over.
When you see somebody naked out in the streets and you're not supposed to, or you're not thinking that you will, it's jarring.
Oh, I bet.
Our neighborhood has a robe guy,
Oh,
Flasher.
flasher.
Like
Stay
on
away
The
from
Office?
Washtenaw Street. He's out there, honey.
Donnie and I went to Key West, and there was a bar that we went into, and like somebody had told us, like, you got to check out this bar. It's a rooftop bar. You can see like the Gulf of Mexico really well. So we go up on there, and there's a dude. There's no like bouncer or anything. There's nobody at the door. We turn around this corner, and there's a guy who's probably 60 years old and fat as fuck, and has his legs spread wide open. And I'm going up the stairs, and I look over, and I'm actually like absolute ball height when I turn my head, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then obviously I keep going up the stairs. I got to see what the situation is if there's a naked guy. I look over and saw the bartender had the grossest tits I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, so it was like a
naked?
nude bar.
It was a nude bar, and I should have known Garden of Eden. But then it's
yes,
like
yes.
you're not I'm thinking because this is so beautiful, it's so natural, it's so pure. That's the reason why it's no. It's because everybody's naked, and they don't even have any fig leaves to cover up or anything.
You gotta have a little rain before the rainbow.
True.
Little weird boobs.
Yeah.
Great view of the sea.
I always wonder for those like naked bike rides, at what point do you get naked? Like, are you leaving your clothes at the bike rack? Are you
I think they
leaving
have
the
little
house
satchels
naked?
on their bike and stuff where they put stuff maybe. Or like I see a lot of them with backpacks and fanny packs and stuff where they maybe cram their clothes in.
Maybe.
Your genitals
problem
got to be
is-
wildly uncomfortable
Oh,
in
it's
that
gotta hurt.
situation.
Yeah.
That's you ever rollerblade down your street and your thighs start to itch? It's like because of all the vibration. No? Okay, well that's how I imagine my two fucking beaver tail flat tits just thump, thump, thump. It'd be
Shout out our
terrible.
long boobs.
Our long boobs. I got them now. Yeah. But I also love people that are confident with them. And I love weird shit like that. I used to go to bike meetups in New York City that like random, like, hey, we're all meeting at this park. It was like people I never met before. And I would just go and we go for, there'd be like a leader who's like, I have a great bike path. Everyone follow me. And
Hop on the pegs.
hop on the pegs. And it would always be a great day. And I'd meet so many cool people. And like, I love just low stakes, cheap meetup hangouts with strangers too, because you don't have to like pretend to be anybody. You don't have to talk to people if you don't want to, but you can be around them. Like, I love weird shit like that. I feel like everyone makes fun of it.
Just like the war.
Just like the war. I slept like a baby.
Yeah, everybody makes fun of it, but it was fun
It
at
was
the time.
fun. Yeah, it didn't work out the way we wanted, but in the meantime,
It's a good time while you're there.
We got some
Hung
good
out with the boys.
compilations
Yeah,
from
hung
it.
out with the lady
Good.
friends.
No one's judgmental. You get to
Your
do your own
whole-
thing.
Your whole life changed the next time you smell Love Spell by Victoria's Secret
If you're a fella, that's a big deal.
or
So,
lady.
Thank you. You go from a 4 to a 10 putting that stuff on.
Oh, yeah.
Overseas. That'd be a big. Anyway, I just thought, low key, have you guys ever gone to any like random weird meetups like that or?
I mean, we do them all the time in my neighborhood, too.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah, I've crashed a few block parties in my day.
Yeah. Block party crasher. I feel like that's kind of welcome around here.
Mm-hmm.
They put QR codes
And they'll
up on
never
the
know
trees on the
either.
blocks. They're like, scan the QR code, donate $5, come party on Saturday. It's awesome. It's like, I love, like, that's why I'm so glad. Like, I know everyone, like, I'm crammed into my little house and, like, totally get suburb life and this and that. But, like, at least for me, even if I'm not talking to people, because I think I'm actually an introvert, guys. I'm discovering a lot about myself. But, but I love to be around extroverts and, like, people. But just,
Hard part is getting around them.
You know
Or
what would be
vice
cool
versa,
in
yeah.
Chicago because the whole situation is block parties? If you started like Cameo for block parties where local celebrities, you could pay for them to show up. Like you could get like one of the Cubbies to come out or like a White Sox player, one of the people from WGN or like Big Cat if you have a huge budget. Like you could get somebody from Chicago to go to your block party.
Yeah, come sit on the dunk tank.
I feel like people would do that.
the ones I
Yeah.
do, we get magicians, we get like all different kinds of performers,
Yeah.
we get like
Yeah.
whole bands and stuff like that. It's like a big thing.
Yeah, clowns, the old mechanical bull,
Who are the Jesse
Jesse and the Rippers?
Jesse
No.
White tumblers.
White tumblers?
That's a hard one to get for your block party.
If you get them at your block party, you are the shit.
Harder than Jesse and the Rippers?
Yes, probably.
Probably Chess.
He was just here performing.
Yeah, he was with the Beach Boys.
The Beach.
R.I.P. Brian Wilson.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've been to a Beach Boys concert.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hell
Their
yeah.
like 50th reunion.
Whoa,
my
how was it?
mom and my uncle came up from Florida and my whole family went. It was actually really fun.
Hell yeah.
I watched this. Well, I took a course in college called The History of Rock and Roll, And the professor always said that the two most influential musicians in American history are Louis Armstrong and the Beach Boys.
Really? He's going first round in like a voices draft, I feel like.
Brian Wilson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Singer.
That movie about him
Everybody's
is so
gonna
good.
surf.
I haven't
That
seen
was
it.
really good.
He was like
Forget what it's called.
he was on the struggle bus a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brian Wilson?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just because I know that Bare Naked Ladies song. Lying in bed just like Brian Wilson did. And I was like, what's he lying
That's
in
one of
bed
my
about?
favorite. If I had to go to a desert island, you do the 5 albums.
Yeah.
That Rock Spectacle album by Bare Naked Ladies is one of mine.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
Without a doubt. It might be number 1. I think it could be my number 1. No, Purple Rain is my number 1 favorite.
That's the one week is on, I assume.
No.
No? Oh wow. I don't know if I can name another Bare
Like
Naked Ladies
they were
song.
their songs before 1 week.
Chicken to
I'm a
China,
casual.
the Chinese chicken.
Yeah.
One.
That's the one.
Anyway,
Broke into the old apartment. That's a great
that's a
one.
good one too.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just got a message from daycare. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to pick him up as soon as this is over. All right.
Hand, foot, and mouth again?
I sure hope not, but we've got diarrhea.
Oh.
Not to out him, not to out his HIPAA.
Wait,
I-
we
HIPAA
or
violation.
him? We?
The teacher.
Anytime your toddler has something, it becomes a we eventually.
Yeah.
So I certainly will have diarrhea. Within the next 24 hours, I can stamp my name on it.
With mine, I got a new puppy recently,
Yes.
like 6 weeks ago, Lady May.
Mm-hmm.
I got her from Paws, and she's fantastic. I have forgotten how much having a puppy is much like having an infant. Like at night, you have to constantly be listening, like, is she stirring because she's hungry or is she about to shit? Mm-hmm. And so, like, getting up all the time. I've been up like 5:30 trying to get her out before she has an accident.
They bite, they cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so many things like it.
And you could say that because you have kids too. I feel like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you don't even
If
go
you didn't
nuts.
have kids, I'd be like, yo, right, you don't even know.
Get it.
Yeah.
Oh, dog mom, you're a dog mom.
I have no kids that aren't
believe in dog
teenagers for
moms.
the first
I think
time
you will
since
too.
I was 22 years old. So 20 years.
That's
Oh, wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday. My kid's birthday was yesterday.
Because
Oh,
their
happy
gap's
belated.
pretty big.
Yeah. 7 years. Yep.
Yep.
So I got a 20-year-old and a 13-year-old.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
They
crazy.
grow up quick, chaps.
Yeah. That's why I go up to Annika and Hannah. I'm like, you guys could legit be my children.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love hearing that.
At my high school reunion, I was like talking about my baby, and they're like, "Oh, we're doing college visits, like people my age with
Oh
their
my
kids," and I'm
God.
like, "Wow, I started late."
No.
Damn. But man, this was another Katie Rambles episode. I was yapping,
I
yapping,
love
yapping.
this show.
Yeah.
I think it's very
Thanks for
fun.
coming on.
Yeah.
It was random. I did just happen to see you and be like, you. But I'm so glad you were on the show today.
Yeah.
I love seeing what Drop Pin's doing. Danny, what's going on your end? Now that we're at the last minute, Danny, what's new with you?
That's more than enough time I need. Not much. Big Cat forced me to break up with my girlfriend after a lost bet this week, so that's really all I have.
That'll happen.
I already
here.
cried for the past week, so we're over it.
You're over it. Yeah, you guys were on a heater there for a second.
Yeah, it ended as weird as it started.
And but
Is there a double or nothing where you can get back together?
Oh, lost a double or nothing too.
yeah,
So now-
they're
now-
done.
now
What
we just
about
can't talk at
quadruple
all.
or nothing?
Well, Big Cat also invited me to the Cubs game today, so
You're
maybe,
going today?
yes, so maybe if I have to triple or nothing, I'd probably say Seiya Suzuki home run, Nico Horner 2+ hits, and Kyle Tucker 1 hit only on the DraftKings Sportsbook app.
Wow.
Ooh.
Has to be a
Damn.
3-leg parlay you have to hit?
Yeah, kind of want that's plus 2,000. The last one was plus 1,700, so it only makes sense to up it a little every time.
Well, you're in a good spot because he won the 50-50 raffle.
Yeah,
finally
he
yesterday.
did.
Yeah.
Finally,
That
after-
felt like the war is over vibes.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
a leaf
Yes.
has turned for the world.
That
George W.
needed to
Bush
happen.
mission accomplished thing falls
Yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah.
He did it.
That needed to happen. So he's probably in a great mood. So like maybe you and Jackie can get together again. I don't know.
Maybe, no promises.
Other than that, Mackenzie, anything on your end?
No.
Marathon coming up though, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, next
It's-
Saturday or next Sunday?
Next Sunday. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna go pick up my son and get diarrhea,
No.
and then probably swing on back for the yak. So
Hopefully you find
hopefully
your
my
car.
car's out there when I
Yeah.
go to do that.
Yep.
And actually, I had Pat drop me off this morning. I was so shell shocked from yesterday. I was like, "Don't even let me have the car. Just take it." Oh, and his response, by the way, because he had to run all across town to get the kids and blah blah blah. And he can be a tricky fella. He can be a finicky little goose. And I was like, "Hey, I'm so sorry." Blah blah blah. And then when it turned out, I had to call again and be like, sorry, it was here the whole time. You like ran across town for nothing. He said, that's part of loving you.
Oh, what a response.
My heart.
Probably said it with his teeth grinding.
Yes,
That's
sir.
part of loving you.
Yeah. As he's like pouring like acid.
Also,
in my...
you guys been you've been together long enough where that wasn't surprising to him.
No, not
No, yeah. He was like, okay, classic.
What? Kate did something?
He's like, oh, I
I did
figured.
something. You're right. Maybe it was said sarcastically or something. Now I'm pissed at him. Fuck that guy. Fuck that
No
guy.
more BJ.
Yeah, no more nothing. Nothing.
No more BJ sign language.
Forget it. No more dry HGs, pal. And with that, mostly sports should be starting soon. So head on over that way, followed by The Yak. Dana Beers and Eddie have been on a ton lately, and it's just been really fun. And what else have we got going on in the what are Barstool people doing anything?
You're leaving. You want to see if you can get my trivia today?
Yeah. Yes.
How many
don't tag
languages
me.
are there in the world? How many verifiable languages are there?
Verifiable languages in the world.
Give me a break, chaps.
What do you think it is, Danny?
536.
No, I'm gonna go with 1019.
Mackenzie?
I was going to say like 86.
The answer is 7,126.
Holy shit.
I win.
Whoa.
True. Yeah.
I win.
That's so
yeah.
many.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
There's
a lot.
350 just in Indonesia.
A lot of dialects out there. Now we know. Use that on your friends' day. Also,
And I barely know
documentary,
two.
go watch Listers on YouTube. It's about these hockey guys that are like Danny's age that got high one day and were like, what if we did a big year in birding? And a big year is when there's like an official birding. It's like a sport where there's a list and you go out and try and get as many as you can starting January 1st to December 31st. You have 1 year to go confirm and see as many birds as you can. And people take it crazy seriously. And we'll get up to like 700. And there's a top 100 list that they're always checking and blah, blah. And these two hockey dudes, they're brothers, they like got this shitty old van. They were high one day. They were like, they saw a birding book. They're like, what if we did a big year, dude? And it follows these hockey guys birding across the country. And it sounds lame. It was so funny. I was like cracking up out loud. I told the Yak on the show the other day, I'm like, you guys got to watch. When I texted you.
Yeah.
I was like, you got to watch Listers on YouTube. Because I'm a big documentary lady. Ken Burns. But
This country is just criminally bored.
it was,
Criminally bored.
it was so good. I just love like having an excuse to see the world and see the country. Like that's such a great excuse for going to do it. I don't know. Anyway, go check that out. First, go check out Mostly Sports. That's it for me. Go get diarrhea.
Thanks for tuning in.
Japs, thanks for being here. Follow, drop a pin.
Thank you.
Okay.